Early stream today. I'm gonna do a little watch along. The Mecha Break developer AMA was a day ago, yesterday. I synced it, pieces of it. Full disclosure. I didn't see it in full. Okay. I missed parts of it because I kept getting interrupted. So. Oh no, it was actually Sunday. Espérate. Oh, that was Monday. Oh, today's Wednesday. That's right. Okay. Okay. This is on the YouTubes if you haven't already seen it.
Hello.
Hello.
Players, what's up? I'm Chris, the producer of Mecha Break. Long time no see. Yeah, the last time we met was after the test wrapped up in March. It's crazy how fast time flies. Last month felt like it dragged on forever. But
No, since March has
I
been
wanted to
dragging.
take this chance to chat with you all through this stream and give you an update on what we've been up to over the past 3 months.
Oh, please do.
See,
Please
this
do.
isn't some fancy live stream setup. I'm literally streaming from my desk in the office.
Yes, we can see that. Thank
So
you.
maybe this gives you a pretty authentic peek into our development environment.
I would hope so. Yeah.
It's 7 p.m. now, and I'm here to share a few things with you. First, I'll talk about the adjustments and changes we've made over the past 3 months.
Nerf the bullshit, man.
I'll also drop some exciting sneak peeks. But you might be wondering, why am I streaming with this kind of setup? The main reason is that I wanted to give you a real hands-on demo of the current version. I've got the latest build of the game.
I bet.
It's not the final version.
No, I don't expect you
Give you a
to.
good look at where we're at right now.
Alright, do it.
Alright, let's
Do it.
jump right in
Do it.
and take a tour of this build.
Do it.
This way, you can see exactly what changes we've made. Also, I want to take a moment to thank all of you. During
Damn
the
right.
February to March testing period, we received a ton of feedback from players all over the world. We're so grateful for
Nerf beam
all the
cannon.
thoughtful suggestions you shared with us. Honestly, just organizing all that feedback was a huge task in itself. It took
Can't imagine.
a long time to sort through everything,
Good.
and we worked closely with the dev team to come up with a lot of adjustment plans. The most common feedback we received was about strikers being too intensive. It just takes too long to progress. I can see how eager everyone is, and I even noticed someone in the chat just now saying they can't wait to use Panther to elbow some opponents. Another major piece of feedback we received involved the prestige system. Many of you mentioned that it's frustrating to not have all the systems unlocked right after entering the game. It also made it difficult to bring friends in and immediately jump into the core gameplay together. Another common issue involved modifications affecting the balance in 6v6 and 3v3 matches. Of course, there were other concerns like charging for character customization and plenty of other feedback.
Oh yeah.
I'm just highlighting a few of the most frequently mentioned points here. So today, using this current game version, I'll walk you through exactly what adjustments
Nerf
we've
beam
made.
cannon.
And yes, there will be a sneak peek at some new content as well.
Alright.
Yeah,
See it.
it was a tough decision. We debated for a long time about whether to reveal any new content, but we'll have a little sneak peek today.
Just do it.
So
Do it. Do it. Do it.
stick around until the end, as I'll save the new content for the later part of the stream.
I would think
Just
you
a
would.
heads up, there won't be too much new content revealed today, just a small preview.
Alright.
Planning
Get
to
to
set
it.
aside a separate session on June 23rd for a deep
shit.
dive into all the new content in
2
detail.
weeks.
That said, The adjustments alone are already pretty extensive, so today
The
I'll walk
23rd is Monday.
one by one. We'll take a deep dive
Not
to
this Monday,
all
but
the
the
changes
Monday
we've
after.
made. Of course, I'll also show you how these adjustments tie into the existing gameplay and mechanics. As for the new content, I'll give you a quick look at some of it today. Sound good? All right.
Chris, I know you're nervous, but get to it, baby.
My screen.
Let's go.
Director, can we cut to the game? All right, here we go. You can see our login screen, and I'm going to jump straight into the game. By the way, there's a little intro animation at the start, but I've skipped it since I'm sure most of you are already familiar with it.
Chris the God.
So I've entered my code name. Wait, looks like it's already taken. Let me try another one.
Chris, stop playing, man.
Unrestricted to
Stop playing, Chris. Chris, stop playing.
work now.
Yo.
Confirmed. We're back to the familiar login screen. The character selection here is still mostly the same as before, but we've made a few adjustments to the character designs.
That's a new one, though. That one, the one with the,
but
that's a new one. I ain't never seen that one before.
Made a few adjustments to the character designs. As always, everything here is fully customizable and free to modify.
Hey, girl.
And for each character, we've added more parameter options. As you can see, there are tons of detailed adjustments you can make just to the face alone.
Yes, we know this. Get to the game.
Now, I'll
Nerf beam cannon.
tweak a few settings.
Nerf beam cannon. Yes. Yes.
So every single point can be adjusted with a lot of detail. This part,
I'm tempted to fast forward, guys.
once we're in the game, I'll show you more about this, especially how character customization is completely free. I don't want to waste
Oh, it cropped
time here,
some
so
stuff.
I'll just go ahead and confirm this profile for now. All right. Here we are. This is a brand new interface. As you can see it's very clear that we've added a new recruit interface. This gives a quick introduction to the new recruit setup. There's also a checkbox here. You can choose whether to go through this mode or skip it altogether. For those of you who've played before, you can completely bypass this stage and go straight into veteran mode, where all mechs are unlocked and there are no restrictions. Let's take a quick look at this. Rookie or veteran mode. As a veteran, I've gone through the new player tutorial countless times already. Of course, skipping it is totally fine, even if you're a new player but want to jump straight into the action.
Let's get in it.
That's no
Come on,
problem.
Chris. Let's go.
The earlier tutorial content can always be revisited later. Let's deploy. After deploying, there's a brief introduction to the story's background, but we'll skip that part for now.
Chris, you're killing me, bro.
Straight in.
Bro, you're killing me. Get to it, man.
Section, and then we'll enter the next interface.
Oh, shit.
As you can see,
They changed this. This is no longer credits. This is Mary now. Oh, yeah, he did mention that. He did mention that the first time I saw it. Yeah.
here, we're no longer giving credits. Everything is rewarded as mission tokens instead.
That's merit.
Go through this step by
Red
step.
credits.
First, we've already addressed the feedback from many of you about whether you can directly jump into the game. For those who don't want to play through the early tutorial stages, the answer is yes. You can skip it. As you just saw in this
You
mode,
don't have to unlock.
take
Good
another look
shit.
here.
Good shit.
Once you're in with a brand new account, you'll see that all the mechs are ready. This
Oh,
means
yes.
you don't need to go through any unlocking process.
That's nice.
You can
I like
select
it. I
any
like it.
mech
I like
and
it.
use it right away. And if you don't feel like watching the animations, you can simply long press to skip them. making the process super quick and straightforward. Of course, if you think the animations are cool, you can always rewatch them anytime. So just now, I address the second question. Players can choose to skip the tutorial and directly jump into the game. Plus, all 12 strikers are fully unlocked for free. No grinding, no currency required. You can simply select and use them right away. If you don't feel like watching the process, that's fine too. Just long press the spacebar to skip it. As you can see, I won't go through the process of unlocking all the mechs one by one. Instead, I'll provide a quick overview for everyone. Again, just long press the spacebar to quickly unlock. Next, I might need to switch to a different account with specific stats, so I can show you all some additional details. Of course, there's no issue here, as everything is already accessible. For example, when I click on the tactical station, all modes of Mashmak 3v3 and 6v6 are fully unlocked. Let me show you just a tiny bit of new content. Just a little, really. Alright, let's take a quick look.
Oh, that's some new shit.
What's this?
That's some new shit.
This
We didn't do that before.
Stuff, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it absolutely is.
Different maps?
Well, that's it.
Oh, shit.
I'm switching accounts now. No more sneak peeks.
Oh, come on, dog.
The reason I showed this was to address the third question. All systems are fully unlocked, and all the strikers are completely free. No grinding required. You can just click to access them. Plus, the tutorial mode can be skipped entirely. Alright, I'm switching to a new account now. This is a pre-configured account, all set and ready to go. So here's a question. Since the systems no longer need to be unlocked, what about the achievement points we saw earlier?
The green credits.
Well,
Merit.
we've turned that into something called achievement points. So, what exactly are achievement points?
No, the red one is a merit.
Again, you'll see that achievement points are used to activate your profile card display. So, what's a profile card display? Let me explain, especially for those of you who might be new here. As you can see, this is your pilot report. By default, it comes with some preset configuration, but of course, you can customize what's displayed on your card. Let me share
Nameplates and whatnot.
something new. We've added a lot more stats and data tracking to the profile card.
I can't read.
See here, for our Operation Merge mode, we've included a ton of efficiency-related stats. For example, things like focus fire
Kills.
efficiency, damage taken, and
Accuracy.
contribution. These new stats are designed to help you improve your combat performance by giving you detailed insights into your training and battle data, including areas where you might need improvement. In each of these tabs, you'll find a wide range of detailed combat stats.
Stats.
We roll
Show
out
me the
squad mode.
stats.
There will be even more squad-based features and modes to explore.
Oh shit.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Going back to what
Squad
we were
mode?
discussing
Oh.
earlier, achievement points. What are they used for? Achievement points are primarily used to unlock display features. They don't serve any other purpose. They're purely for upgrading and customizing your profile display. Let's talk about the display then. First, for example, I want to display an insignia. But if I want to display a second insignia, I can't do it right now, right? In this case, I'll need to unlock an additional slot. For 100 achievement points, I can unlock the second slot. And for 200 achievement points,
You have to do ridiculous grinding like we did in the test.
complete or
You
achievement
have to get
points you
through,
earn,
I
the
think,
more
different
content you can
levels.
showcase on your pilot report. Here's the fun
You have to
part.
grind
There are
your...
plenty of unique and quirky stats to display. Stats are divided into two categories. Career stats, which track your overall account progress. These cumulative stats record everything you've accomplished across multiple seasons. The other category is seasonal stats, which are tied to your performance in a specific season. For example, you can display things like your triple kills, how many times you've been the SVP, or your kill to death ratio. If you want to showcase something like your kill to death ratio, you can simply unlock it. Once you've purchased it, you can replace an existing stat with it. As long as you have enough achievement points, you can unlock and showcase all these stats. And don't worry, you'll definitely have enough points to unlock everything over time. There are plenty of achievements you can showcase across modes like 6v6, Moshmock, and 3v3, allowing you to create a highly personalized profile card to show off. For example, let's say I'm not interested in displaying my cumulative stats. Instead, I want to show something like my cumulative ranking. If I've already made it onto the leaderboard, I can choose to display my rank here. This addresses our fourth question, which is what changes have been made to achievements. We've completely removed the old achievement activation system. Now achievement points are solely used for your pilot report display. They have nothing to do with appearances or other features, just your report. For example, you can use them to unlock and display insignia on your pilot report, or activate specific entries that you want to showcase. Wait, looks like I just got 2 friend requests. What's going on here? Next, let's talk about another hot topic that many of you were very curious about last time, the mods updates. As you can see here, everything is much clearer now.
I can't read that.
In the Striker Bay, we've divided it into sections like lobby, weaponry, and striker design. You can also freely switch between pilots here.
Yes.
I'll switch back to my own now. Has anyone noticed if something's missing here? What's missing here is the mod system. Mods are no longer active in this section. Let me quickly introduce the pilot system. Players may start off with either a male or a female pilot by default, but you can unlock and switch to the other pilot if you'd like. Both pilots can operate all mechs.
I like the mix. I like the mix.
Oh, that's right, mods. So, where are the mods now?
Under Moshmock.
To a different section. Mods are located in Moshmock now. See, right here. The reason for this change is that mods only apply to Moshmock. Since this mode has quite a bit going on, I'll explain it more in detail later. For now, you can see that the mod interface is exactly the same as before. However, as I mentioned, mods are exclusive to Moshmock now, and there's also a new ranking system for them. I'll cover that later when we talk about Moshmock.
Yeah, if I remember during the beta, they had a mode where you can upgrade these things if you reach a certain threshold of a level. But it looks like maybe they got rid of it. Maybe.
So from now on, mods won't be effective in 6v6 and 3v3. They'll only apply in Moshmock.
So I guess that was a thing.
To addressing the fifth question. Next, let me introduce Moshmock. As mentioned earlier, mods are now only effective in Moshmock. And there's been a major change to this mode, which you can already see in the interface. The biggest change? The removal of all progression systems in Moshmock, including the ability to configure airdrop contents.
Oh, shit.
Remember the beam autocannon? A total nightmare, right?
Yeah.
While
Carried.
balance adjustments, the biggest issue was how unfair maxing out something like the beam autocannon was for new players. So in Moshmock, we've implemented...
Well, if you were lucky enough to take... You're probably not going to be able to take anyone out. But you could probably scavenge if you stayed late enough. You might find somebody with it and pick it up. And if you get out, you can actually bring it with you into Moshmock again. You can, I think you can unlock it as an item. Wait, no. You can use it in that match, but I don't think you'll have access to it in the next match because you don't have. You wouldn't have the level unlocked to do it, I think. Or no, I think I'm confusing myself. I don't remember. It was so long ago. Shit. But yeah, you could pick up a higher level weapon in even if you didn't have the thing unlocked. You could have used it in that match, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If you can find one.
Implemented two key restrictions. If you take a closer look at the interface, you'll probably spot them there as well.
So this was the five? 6. Wait, I forgot what this was. It was the extractor ship. You can extract a few items while you're in game. And then there was the slider. I think they call it slider. Glider. There was a slot for glider. A beacon. And I think 2 for weapons. They totally changed that shit. This is the merit points. These I'm curious to see if they still have the same thing. You get these depending on how well you did in your mission.
First, anything you bring into Moshmok can now drop, including mods and weapons. Second, weapons no longer require upgrades, which means that...
Thank God, though, because that grind, not only did you have to get the blueprint, you have to craft the credits to unlock the blueprint too. And as you upgraded, you needed more credits and more credits, and that purple item, research, it was like research points, a research item point. That was crazy. To grind all that shit, man. You'd have to. I would find the purple research points off either the bosses, certain bosses, and certain late stage bosses, and that would be one of the things I would extract with, so I can upgrade the weapons too. But yeah, grinding credits was a fucking pain, dude.
Once you acquire a weapon in Moshmok, you can use it immediately. Not only that,
yeah, I remember
anything you bring out of Moshmok can also be used elsewhere. If you use items and get shot down, they'll be destroyed. Anything...
Oh, so there's no looting?
You're carrying, even unused items can be looted.
Oh, no.
There's no progression. Anything you're carrying, even unused items can be looted. There's no progression or accumulation in Moshmok anymore.
Thank God.
Even mods can be lost. Now, onto the...
Wait, mods can be lost? So if you lose your mods? Wait, you lose your mods? Oh shit, hold on, really? You lose your mods too.
Accumulation in Moshmok anymore. Even mods can be lost. Now,
oh, that sucks.
The Moshmok interface is divided into free-for-all and co-op modes, each featuring 3 difficulty levels: normal, hard, and extreme. On to the second point. The Moshmok interface is divided into free-for-all and co-op modes, each featuring 3 difficulty levels: normal, hard, and extreme. When selecting Extreme, you'll notice something interesting. But first, let's go back to normal. Here, you'll see the combat readiness cap, which prevents over-preparing and bullying lower-level players.
Oh, there was a lot of that.
If your setup is too strong, you won't be allowed to enter normal. Once you're...
The only problem that I foresee with that is the queue times. Like, as you get better and better, the queue times will probably be longer and longer. As people, as we leave the honeymoon phase of the game's launch. And so I think people, to shorten the queue time, they'll probably go into the lower levels.
combat readiness score exceeds the normal limit, you'll be forced to move up to hard. However, Extreme has no cap, allowing any loadout. Unlike traditional modes,
cool.
this system works in reverse. Instead of needing a minimum score to unlock higher difficulties, it prevents stronger players from entering lower difficulties, ensuring fair play. These weapons are too strong for normal mode. That's why players use normal to run with just a knife, what we call a bare bones mech, starting with nothing and scavenging all your gear. Now, let's check out hard and challenge modes, each with unique Moshmog features.
I can't read that.
Difficulty means tougher enemies, but better loot. In Extreme, a finisher guarantees all your mods drop. In Normal, there's a 30% chance a finisher guarantees all your mods drop.
Wow, a finisher, huh? Oh, so that's the incentive to do it. What I just hope that they're... The thing with finishers, if you do that, I think you'll be more vulnerable to people if you're getting stalked in the game by third parties. It might be a bit of a challenge. You'll definitely need somebody to scout around as if you're doing team fights. If you know you're winning, if you know you and your squad are winning, you definitely need somebody to scout around to make sure you don't get third party for sure.
Normal, there's a 30% chance to drop one, but at least all your mods drop. In Normal, there's a 30% chance to drop one, but at least one always drops.
Okay. 30%. Seems alright. The translator is what's going on with the translator? They stopped translating. What did we miss there?
One always drops.
This is probably a live translation and it just... Because for sure I think this is a bot translating this.
The main difference, difficulty and the number of...
There's a whole section there.
The main difference, difficulty and the number of extraction points. In Normal, there are 5 extraction points. Hard mode has 3, and challenge mode only 2. Additionally, in Moshmog, hard mode has 3, and challenge mode only 2. Additionally, in Moshmog, besides state missions, each match includes a bonus mission. Take a look here. See?
So that means that in order to get good loot in Extreme, well, at least some choices you can probably do. It's kind of risky though if you try to get out first. What some people might do is do the PvP stuff first. If you go in strong, or do you spawn in with nothing? I think he said you spawn with nothing in Extreme. But you can also use whatever loadout you want, right? I missed it. I really gotta pay attention.
Additionally, in Moshmog, besides state missions, each match includes a bonus mission. Take a look here. See?
Homework. I can't read that, brother. Can you read that out?
So what's the purpose of the old credit points? They can now only be used to purchase items in Moshmog. For example, you can use them to buy an airdrop crate. Let me show you how to configure an airdrop. My inventory is fully loaded, thanks to my team for setting it up. This is the airdrop interface, which you access by pressing the F key. Some of you might be wondering if I'll showcase Moshmog today. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, I won't be.
So, this looks like the beacon that shows you, that scouts for you in a certain location. This is the defensive beacon. This, I think this is the one with the, where you extract with whatever 3 items you got. But I'm curious to know how many, if that's changed. If they allow for more items or a higher frequency of extracts. This is weapon loadout. And this is ammo. What was this? Oh, this is res stuff. To res your teammates. Not sure what this is.
Showing it. But stick around. I've got a little surprise for you, a sneak peek at some new content. But first, let's check out Mushmuck. Each slot can be configured individually. Take the fully loaded glider, for example. If you equip a glider like that, you won't be able to enter normal, and in some cases, it's so powerful that you can't even access hard. You'll be restricted to extreme only. Moving on, let me configure something real quick. Here I've got an empty loadout, nothing equipped at all. Let's say I want to configure something. If I decide to bring only the best gear, leaving everything else behind, let's see how that works. With this setup, your combat readiness score is already over 20,000. Since hard is capped at 6,000, this setup exceeds the limit. You can only enter extreme. For reference, normal has a cap of 2,000, so the system prevents stronger players from bullying lower level ones. To join a lower mode, you'll need to remove some gear. Now, let's see how to adjust this. Using the weapon airdrop, you can configure your loadout with different weapons.
This busted ass. I think this is the busted one, right?
You can configure your... Now.
This is the beam cannon, right? What is this? That's not that damage, is it? $8,000? No. I don't know what any of this means, but 60. What was 60? 60 ammo? No. I think 9 was the clip or the magazine. I think this is the cool. Is this no? Is that the cooldown or is this the cooldown? I don't remember, dude. 15. That can't be damage. I think this is the damage though.
Let's see how to adjust this. Using the weapon airdrop, you can configure your loadout with...
I want to see the sniper. Like this. I like this gun, but it was not powerful enough.
Let's see how to adjust this. Using the weapon airdrop, you can configure your loadout with... Let's see how to adjust this. Using the weapon airdrop, you can configure your loadout...
Oh, that's also 8,000? 8,100 damage? Is this the reload time or is this the cooldown? I don't know. Can't tell.
With different weapons. These don't require upgrades.
Wait, hold up. This number's been the same. So it's gotta be this. Has to be the damage then. I know there's ballistic, beam, and like grenade type of weapon. And then there's the melee, which is this. I don't know what this is. Can't tell.
Everything you use is picked up directly in-game. Once you pick up a weapon, you can take it with you. But if you're defeated, you'll lose it. So evaluate the risks carefully. Some bosses are incredibly tough, so plan accordingly. Now, let me equip a few weapons and check my combat readiness score. And don't forget, equip ammo too. As you can see, my combat readiness is over 17,000. These two weapons are incredibly powerful, so there's still no way for me to join lower modes and bully weaker players. As a result, I can only create a match in extreme. Alright, so you might be wondering, why risk taking such powerful weapons out there? The reason is simple. The bosses are insanely tough. Let me show you a video. It's packed with action and is about to hit another big climax.
I don't remember this one. This looks like a new map. Or maybe it's that volcano area, the cave area. Because I remember I would go to the desert, is where you could fight this a lot easier. There's more room, but you also get there's not much cover. You can dodge, but there's not much cover. Or rather, you can evade. I think there was more cover here. You can definitely get more cover here, but I don't remember fighting this boss in this area. That might be new. No, this is in the thing. This is in the cave. But I've never fought this boss in the cave. Big ass boss. I fought this one several times. They draw really good loot though. That final phase though, yo, you gotta be careful because you get caught in that storm, you get all the way fucked up. Yeah, I think this is phase 2. Or what? No, I think that's phase 3. What the hell is that? Oh, that's gotta be that's a new boss, I think. I think that's a new boss. Glider. That's gotta be a new boss. More details, June 23rd, right?
Let's go into detail. How about this? We'll go through it again. Director, please focus the camera back on my screen so I can walk everyone through it step by step, pausing occasionally to share more details. To start, we can see Mecha here. There's nothing too surprising about this. Just now, we also noticed a shield parry, right? But the shield parry actually was performed by Skyraider. Now,
that's weird. That's a weird effect. It looks dope though.
It's equipped with a glider. This glider, right? But the shield parry actually was performed by Skyraider. Now, there's something special about the Skyraider. It's equipped with a glider. This glider enables a melee slash attack. Yes, it's a melee glider. Once we finish watching this video, you'll notice that our weapon system has expanded significantly. It's the one Lumine uses.
That's Aleseness, isn't it? No. Wrong. Oh, there's the this is the extreme mode. Look, there's only 2.
Additionally, we've made
14 minutes. Oh shit. Okay, 14 minutes. I think that's like a Gatling gun.
To Constantine.
Constantine, that's what it's called. Oh, right.
Additionally, we've made some adjustments to Constantine. This is now a firepower suppression type vehicle. And here's our new boss.
Ah, yeah. There you go. What's it called? Wildcat?
And here's our new boss, Hellcat.
A lot of beams. That's scary. We'll definitely need a shield to draw it.
If you look closely, Hellcat also is equipped with a glider.
Oh boy.
Everyone can replay the footage and watch it slowly. Now, let's close this for now. Let me think. Is there anything about Moshmok that I haven't covered? I think I've pretty much introduced everything. As for the airdrop weapons, you can think I've pretty
My
much
man's over here
introduced
looking at Tokyo Game Show.
I haven't covered.
Preparing for something, buddy?
Is there anything about Moshmok that I haven't covered? Let me think.
What you doing there, buddy?
Is there anything about Moshmok that I haven't covered? I think I've pretty much
Back to work.
everything. As for the airdrop weapons, you can configure them however you like. Additionally, we've also added more player options. All of these items can still be crafted, but since there's no progression system anymore, it's no longer a matter of once you've leveled up, you're set for life. Instead, you'll need to bring parts out from within the game to use them. If you lose them or they're destroyed, they'll be gone for good. Exactly. So there's no accumulation in this system. Let me check. Moshmok is right here, and the video has finished playing. Next, let me take you through and show you something else. Yes, I can go over the gliders. Now let's head over to the inventory. In the inventory, we can select a glider. Glide over to the inventory. Show you something else.
This is new. This is that Inferno joint? Is that what that is? Skins? This is for mods. Mods. I think these are skins. These are weapons.
Yes, I can go over the gliders. Now let's head over to the inventory. In the inventory, we can select a glider.
Nice filters. I see it. Gliders, ammo. Oh shit. You can kind of stock up on ammo here to take with you. Multiple stacks, actually. They didn't have that before. It would be set to a certain amount. And you didn't have to do they'd give you, I think they'd give you like a maximum loadout, and then you pick up more ammo as you use it in Moshmok.
Gliders, by the way, are...
Wait, or is it the other way around? But yeah, this is new. They didn't have this, if I'm not mistaken.
One-time use. They don't have an upgrade system. It means that every time you want to use one, you'll need to gather parts and assemble it first.
So they kind of went, it's kind of like Warframe. A little bit. Alright.
For example, here's one that's already assembled.
Oh, you have to pick up like booster shit? Not booster, the item extractor? I forgot what it's called. So you have to, do you have to craft these too?
Other hand, this one is still unfinished, and an unfinished glider.
Wait, hold up. Oh shit. Okay, there's the money. There's the Corite monies. So does this mean you can use either or, right?
On the other hand,
if you want to buy more,
still unfinished, and an unfinished glider cannot be deployed. Once you've gathered the necessary parts.
So you need these 5? You need these 5 to use the glider, huh? Or is it that, oh, this is 2, 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, it tells you how many items, huh? Oh. I guess these are the parts you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You can click Use to assemble the glider. Then in the interface, you can finish putting it together.
All the auxiliaries.
For instance, these three are fully assembled, while the others are still incomplete. Next,
so that you'd have to, okay, you still need credits to assemble that, to upgrade that. Upgrader to assemble craft.
any glider that's unfinished cannot be deployed, so I can choose a specific direction to work on. For instance,
at least you only need one, right?
Or even 5 directions to choose from when assembling a glider. These include roles like repair-focused, mid-range suppression-focused, or sniper-focused gliders. For example, if you assemble a glider as a sniper-focused gliders. For example, if you assemble a glider as a sniper, using an entire sniper kit, its health will be lower compared to other configurations.
Lower health of glass cannon.
If you configure it for melee combat, its health will be higher, and so on. Will gliders break? Yes. Gliders have their own individual health bar, as mentioned earlier. This means that if you bring one out intact, it's fully repaired for the next round. But if it's destroyed, sorry, it's gone for good. Moving on, our hangar. We've made a lot of adjustments and renovations to the hangar, addressing many of the issues raised by players in the past. For example, some players asked, what if I want to get a closer look at my mecha? How do I do that?
I saw this part.
This from 2 perspectives. First, let's talk about the boarding bridge. You may recognize it. It was already there before. However, we've added a new feature to the boarding bridge. As you can see, there's now an option to control the boarding bridge.
Yeah.
When I select to interact with the boarding bridge,
this is dope.
the elevator controls are handed over to the player. See that? I can move up just like controlling a striker by pressing space, and I can move down by holding Alt. I can also move left and right, allowing me to find my favorite angle for taking photos.
Alright.
Of course, when you're done, you can exit control mode by pressing G.
But yeah, this is gonna make Machinima really cool.
For example, once I found the perfect pose and I just want to take a photo, no problem.
Oh, this is
Simply
cool.
press P, and in this mode, you can freely capture a photo.
This is dope.
Set up a cool pose, and if I want to retract the boarding bridge, I just press F. This allows me to retract the boarding bridge and reset it whenever I want. So, the boarding bridge gives players the freedom to control the angles and make adjustments for taking photos.
That's
In
dope.
the hangar, we've also added many new rooms. For example, there's now a med bay near the boarding bridge. Isn't that realistic? Take your time to explore.
Little bits of lore here and there. Talking to the NPCs and shit.
I'll give you a quick tour. We've also included rooms like the pilot waiting lounge for deployments and a changing room. Let's continue.
The lore room.
Alright, now I'm getting ready to head down to the first floor. Over here, there should be a tactical planning room. Yes, this is a training pod. Let's head to the first floor now.
Oh, you guys can hear that shit.
Some players might ask,
It's
why
bad
are
now.
we adding so many
That
features?
is annoying.
In the future, your base will be a place where you can invite your friends to come and visit. Additionally, we'll support base remodeling, meaning you'll be able to change the environment to suit your preferences.
Oh, that's cool.
This area was inaccessible, but now we can go right up to the feet of the mecha and take a closer look at its details.
Oh shit.
Even the underside of the feet is packed
Yeah,
with
you're
intricate
gonna have a lot of. You can have a lot of
Let me take
freedom
everyone
of
to some places that you might rarely visit.
movement
Never
in
been to
for
before.
Machinima
It's
and
pretty
shit.
interesting. Just now, you saw the mushmok and all the loot we brought back, right? Let me show you something.
Mecha break our pre. Let's
Remember that
Bro.
deck filled with Gatling
Fuck
guns.
GTA 5.
This area actually requires a small train to get around because our hangar is really massive. I saw some comments asking for more interactive features. No problem.
I remember
In
this
a bit,
part.
I'll show you some of the interactive features we've added.
It's pretty dope.
First, as you can see here, we have a large hangar platform. On this platform, you'll find items from your cargo space, hangar, and inventory displayed here. If you have a lot of gliders, it's impossible to display them all. So the strongest and coolest one will be showcased here. Take a look at the weapons you've collected for your mecha. They're all displayed here as well. These weapons can also be custom painted. Should I head back to demonstrate this? Let me head back to wrap things up and explain why. It's because there's still so much to show you.
It's gonna be great.
There are a lot of fun features in Moshmug.
Yo, how we gonna RP this shit, man? Let's go.
Every weapon here can be customized and painted by the players.
Good shit, good shit. The guns? Oh yeah. Gun colors? Oh shit. How are we gonna unlock
You
colors?
can even refill ammunition. As you can see, the glider we just made is right here. What you see is what you get.
Wait, how do you buy ammo? For credits? Or do you have to craft it, or how does that work again? Well, you have to get it from Matchback.
Next, take a look at the custom paint jobs. The paint on each of your weapons.
Oh, it's
can be
red.
adjusted however
It's
you
red
want.
credits now. I think that's probably what you gotta grind
Add
for.
some heavy firepower, make a few tweaks.
That's gonna be
Oh,
dope.
flamboyant. A macho purple.
Pipe.
All right, let's
That's
get
dope.
back to this.
Custom color for your gun? Yes, sir. I'll take that. They didn't have that before in the beta.
This area is also divided into multiple levels, so there's plenty to explore. Let me give you a small teaser. In the future, players will be able to use jetpacks to fly around the hangar.
Oh
This
shit.
means you'll be able to reach high places that are currently inaccessible.
For lore? More lore?
You can also bring your friends along to showcase and explore your hangar together. We're back here again. Take your time to explore our hangar.
I'll do that.
After leaving the hangar, you'll find yourself in the living quarters. In this living area, of course, we have a cafeteria. Yes.
Hit the bar, baby. All the things you could do. The RP you could do in this shit.
Actually, all of these features will be interactive, but for now, this version hasn't unlocked them yet, so there's no need to worry about interactions. This time, we've added a lot of interactive content. For example, in the future, even the chairs will be functional. We've arrived on the second floor, which mainly consists of rooms. All of the TV screens here will broadcast content in real time. In the future, player rankings will also be displayed on these screens.
Nice.
This means you can even appear in someone else's hangar. Do you want to show up in someone else's hangar? As long as you make it onto the leaderboard, it's possible. So everything here will be interactive. For example, you can open and close cabinet doors and even use the restroom.
The RP potential is insane for this. I feel filthy. Had a shower.
After a nice shower, feeling refreshed, let's continue exploring. This room is actually filled with lots of little secrets. Let me show you how to use this.
Oh shit.
Once the terminal is activated, it's divided into several sections. First, let's talk about the combat log. If players skipped the prologue, they can use the combat log to relive key missions, such as the Orbital Space Defense Battle,
Lore?
Moshmog Rescue Operation. I won't click click it now because once you click, it goes straight into the mission. Additionally, the key historical story progress is also recorded here. In the future, as players collect more pilots, their stories will also be displayed here. And then there's the contacts, which is basically your friend list. Look at my friends. What kind of people do I have on my list, right? The combat log isn't open yet, so entering the password won't do anything. It's not available for now.
Lore.
We also have some key news introducing the world's backstory, as well as screenshots and photos of different mecha paint jobs.
Hey, yo.
Which will
hey.
See.
How you doing?
Oh, are there more places like this? I won't show you those areas today. We'll save them for next time. Those
DLC area.
Incredibly interactive. This is the personal terminal for players. Now, let me take a look.
Little mini games and
There's
shit.
another very interesting and important feature I'd like to share with you.
A fishing-like mode.
Actually, we've added multiple levels to the hangar, and players can continue to explore upwards for a total of 4 floors.
God damn.
This floor, for example, is where the GMV is stationed.
The who?
But I'll save that for another time.
The who?
Next time, I'll take you on a tour of it. But I'll save that for another. This floor, for example, is where the GMV is stationed. But I'll
GMV.
save that for another time.
What the fuck is
Next
that?
time, I'll take you on a tour of it. As you can see, each floor has a unique mini-map, so you can tell the spaces here are incredibly large. Alright, let me walk around a bit and show you some of the details, just a little for today. You can sit here, and in the future, there will be more and more points like this to explore.
Talk to that NPC for lore.
Let's take a quick
Oh
look.
shit. Oh.
Just a quick peek for now. Huh? What's this?
What up? Is that supposed to be the Earth? More lore stuff? No, you know what? Maybe that's a co-op thing. Maybe? Warframe had something like that, where you go into this large area, or maybe a leaderboard type thing. Maybe, I don't know.
Just a quick peek for now. Huh? What's this? Should we keep going? I'll save a detailed introduction for next time.
Oh my God.
Even the restrooms here are fully interactive, by the way.
Oh, pool? Minigame? Minigame? I see it.
By the way.
I see the potential for RPing here. Make one bad bet and get a pool cue up your ass. Are those arcades in the back? Like little minigame type shit? What is that? Like darts or some shit? Horseshoe? Interesting.
Isn't this the area we just explored? Okay, I won't take you any further. It's incredibly spacious. This is your base, complete with areas like a crystal research lab. Incredibly spacious. This is your base.
Experimenting with Corite and shit?
Complete with areas like a crystal research lab. There's so much packed into this space, and you might wonder,
yeah, I wasn't there
before. Create this? Well, primarily because, as you know, competitive games often struggle to convey a worldview. What we wanted to do here is use the hangar to express our worldview through fragmented storytelling and the little details scattered through.
So, like, Warframe kind of did that. Warframe, as far as lore, Elden Ring from Software does that through item descriptions. So there's plenty to explore here for sure.
If you explore the hangar
potential is insane.
You'll discover a lot of information about the world's lore. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Lore?
The labs, which hide a wealth of secrets and information. Alright, stay tuned. We're almost at the end, so let me introduce a special feature.
Oh, I saw this. This is crazy.
And you'll see. Wait. Doesn't this pose look familiar? How do you do it? Just missing blood, right? As soon as you add that blood, you'll know exactly what it is. So yeah, I also took a photo. Here it is. As you can see,
it's not exact, but
it's not my room. But it would show up in my room if it were. Anyway, let's get back to introducing these features. Shall we? Isn't this just a simple photo taking feature? Nothing too special, right? Let me show you something different. First, let's talk about editing. What can you do with it? There are a lot of points on your character, and these points let you adjust the entire skeleton while in this state.
that is dope.
That's about
it for today. It's time to say goodbye to everyone. Once you've locked the frame, you can
custom
pose just like that. Let's say you've got this cool pose. Let me strike one
custom
for you.
Emojis.
Then you can adjust it further. For instance, if you feel like, oh, I want this hand to go up a bit or down a bit, you can tweak it however you like. At this point, you can move the camera to get the perfect angle and then take a photo.
And it saves.
A brand new shot. You can even adjust the depth of field to make it more dynamic. So you can adjust the camera position accordingly. You can even add lighting effects, apply a variety of filters, frames, and tweak a ton of parameters. That's why our photo mode is exceptionally powerful. Here, you can control so many things. So go ahead and strike some poses with your friends and family.
That's gonna be crazy. Cool.
We've also prepared a few pre-saved options for you. For example, take a look at this. Let's say I save this pose. Great. All these different poses are ones we've created ourselves. Of course, we also provide some preset poses for you to use.
You can move their fingers.
I'll leave it to you to explore slowly. Take your time to play around.
You can move their fingers too? That's dope.
With your outfit, scenes, and the powerful pose editing photo mode, you
Flip the bird.
incredible amount of fun and unique content. So go ahead and enjoy.
Bruh, the RPing in this is gonna be crazy.
To wrap things up, I've saved the best for last. There's a 1 minute 30-second video that'll only play once, so make sure to watch closely and, if needed, review it carefully later.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that right then and there.
NPCs are also interactive, and many of them have their own stories and plot lines. Let me demonstrate this for you.
Lore.
Let's start with something simple, like a conversation with our CIC, Anka Bell. And here's another example. See this? Actually, this robot is also interactive, but not in this version yet. But believe it or not, I can dance with it. Trust me, it will happen. I got sidetracked again while talking about the most exciting part because there's just so much to cover.
ADHD.
Is filled with tons of Easter eggs. It's not just a place for socializing. It also represents the narrative of our world. And for players, it's a space where you can create your own stories, whether it's making comics or even more. In the future, we'll
Twitch RP.
So maybe you'll even be able to shoot your own short films here.
I was saying that earlier, and when I saw it on Monday. Machinima Twitch.
Finally, I'll only play this sneak peek once.
One time for the one time. Okay, we have your squad here on the 6-player squad here. Wait, what's that change? Oh, fast forward. Teammates. Thing is, I played mostly Matchmac. I didn't do much of the team aspect. Very little of it. I should have something on my YouTube for Mecha Break. It's in a playlist. Feel free to check that out at your leisure. I have a link to the YouTube somewhere on my Twitch about. Check that out. Space? Oh, this is like a moon base type joint. Yeah, I think, is that the same spot? Moon. Oh, hold up. They just, was that the Death Star? Oh no, they're gonna blow up the Earth. I didn't see that. Oh, is this like a capture the point? Capture the point mode? Or like is that the post win or post lose event? Like in Marvel Rivals, the end, the post game, I don't know what the fuck they call it, post game video, whether you win or lose. I guess that means you lose. That might be you lose. Maybe. That's another new space. That looks like a new map. They didn't show. Wait, what is this? Is this like a capture the point, capture multiple points? I don't know, my tongue's kind of. Oh, they have rounds. Okay. Hold on. Wait, this is final round, but eight. Capture 8 points, maybe? And this is the matches? First to 3. Or first to 5, actually. No, wait. I'm confusing this. So this is, okay, this is that. And this point is the rounds. This first to 3. That looks like a new map, too. That's definitely new. This is definitely new. This is another new map. Capture stuff on the point as it gets deployed. Some Metal Gear type shit. Oh, you can go underwater. All like different phases and shit. That was lowered. I think that's another map. Is that a new map? This is a new map. This looks like a new map. Interesting. That's definitely new. Oh, this is fuck. Stay on the point. Escort the point. Played that a little bit. That's a new map, I think. Is this a new map? Oh, the thing's going up. I think that's new. That's an elevator. Oh no, that is new. That's new. This is a vertical elevator? A sky orbit elevator? I think it's... Oh, that's a new weapon, dude. What the fuck? Oh, is this a new, mech? Oh shit, AoE? Melee AoE? Oh, at least this is gonna get fucked, yo. Holy shit. Counter? Big melee. Oh shit, that's a really cool finisher. Wait, that's two? You get two? Hold up. My man's got two fucking swords? That's a twin sword? I didn't even realize they had, my man had two swords. Hold on, I gotta see it right here. They're switching their auxiliary. There's an auxiliary switching type shit. So you can dual wield. That's wild though. Not a shield? That's another one. That's another new joint. Oh, railgun? Oh, shit. Oh, the fucking Sky Strike. Tractor beam type joint? But a railgun? That's crazy.
I'm sure everyone is still wanting more, but I'll only play it once, so make sure to rewatch the video later, okay? In it, we revealed some of our new scenes. You've probably already noticed the moon battles, underwater battles, and many other exciting new settings. At the same time, we've also revealed two new mechs. One is Stellaris, which you've been calling the blade-wielding mech in the comments. The other is Serenith, a support and resource-type mech. I won't go into any more details about them today.
Orbital strike, man. Holy shit.
So, mark your calendars on June 23rd. I'll give you a detailed breakdown of the new scenes, gameplay, maps, and bosses. For all the new content, I'll personally walk you through everything in detail. I'll demonstrate and introduce each mech, as well as the gameplay mechanics, lore, and all the other exciting aspects. We'll cover it all, one step at a time. So for now, feel free to get hyped and have some fun with it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We can't have fun with something we can't play with yet till next month.
Yeah, that's about it. All right. There was a comment asking, why don't we make a first-person view? Well, Here's the reason. With a third-person view, you get to see the mech flipping and spinning, while your perspective remains stable. But have you ever thought about how much harder it actually is for a real pilot? Compared to playing the game, real
that'll turn people off.
more challenging. When the mech is spinning, you're spinning too. So
you're not gonna want that.
Implement a first-person view for the Falcon's
not a space
maneuvers, you'd be rolling along with it. Honestly, I don't think many people can handle that. Someday, I'll make a video to show you. I'll take everyone to Zhuhai, since there's an air show, as many of you know, and we'll visit the pilot training center. There, you can see what it really feels like to experience the huge rolls of a real fighter jet. Anyway, the key is don't forget to join my live stream on June 23rd.
Good shit. I'm excited. I can't wait. God damn, 2 weeks for another content drop and from the devs, and then the week after, the Tuesday after the 23rd is July 1st on a Tuesday. That's when the game comes out, and we're gonna do a debut stream. Well, not really a debut stream, but a day one stream of the release stream for it. Hopefully it'll be during the day when I'm actually available and not at night. Can't wait. And that was the Mecha Break Developer AMA. Thanks for watching with me. Make sure you hit that follow button. And I'll probably put this on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit those notifications to know when the new content on YouTube. I got a lot of stuff coming on the pipeline. See that. And you don't have to worry about commercials or ads unless you have that. You know what? That YouTube don't like. But I'll make highlights of this and export it in a timely fashion. Right now, we're going to take a little break, and I'll be back for actual gaming. Don't go nowhere.